Hello, welcome to the session. Today we shall discuss the concept of classroom management skill, its characteristics, objectives, principles of classroom management skill and teachers' professional competencies. Let us discuss the concept of classroom management skill. The classroom management skill is always considered a part of essence of effective teaching. A good classroom teacher is a good classroom manager. Essentially, a manager in any organization is responsible for goals accomplishment. It is the art of removing obstacles and a way of optimizing efficiency in reaching goals. Managers plan, organize, influence and control resources in such a way as to ensure that the organization achieve its objectives. From this point of view, classroom management is the process performed to accomplish the objectives of teaching and learning by optimizing the use of human and other resources available in classroom situation and to remove obstacles therein. It aims at creating friendly and dynamic teaching learning situation in the classroom to make it more productive. The classroom management include all of the things that a teacher does to organize students' space, time and materials. In short, classroom management means how the teacher works, how the class works, how the teacher and student work together and how teaching and learning happens. Let us discuss the different definitions of classroom management given by educationalists. According to Ong and Ong, the classroom management is all of the things that a teacher does to organize students' space, time and materials so that students' learning can take place. Whereas Williams defined classroom management as a set of techniques and skills that allow a teacher to control students effectively in order to create a positive learning environment for all students. And according to Smith, a systematic designing of the classroom environment is to create conditions in which effective teaching and learning can occur. From these definitions, we can say that classroom management skills include the actions that create and maintain an orderly learning environment. To make the concept of classroom management more clearly, let us examine the characteristics of classroom management skill. The first characteristic of classroom management skill is classroom management is a process of organizing and structuring classrooms events for suitable learning. Number 2, classroom management is a teacher's effort to establish and maintain the classroom as an effective environment for teaching and learning. The third characteristic of classroom management is classroom management is a process of preparing students and teacher for teaching learning situations. Fourth characteristic is classroom management is closely linked to the issue of motivation and discipline. Well managed classrooms results in higher achievements and increased learner motivation. Next characteristic of classroom management is classroom management is a complex set of skills that include much more than being able to influence and control student behavior. The next one is classroom management checks waste of time, confusion or disruption in a well managed classroom. And the last characteristic of classroom management is the classroom management is a process that allow teachers to control the learning and direction of their classroom. The teachers use classroom management to keep students focused on learning while preventing disruption from slowing the learning process. From the definition and characteristic of classroom management, it is a dynamic process. Classroom management is the most challenging aspects of teaching and one of the difficult skill to master. Now we shall discuss the objectives of classroom management. The first objective of classroom management is to create and maintain a positive, productive learning environment. Next objective is to support and foster a safe classroom environment. Third one is to foster student engagement and cooperation for all classroom activities. Fourth one is to organize and facilitate the flow of learning activities. Next objective of classroom management is to help the students to manage themselves, and last one, to reduce distraction in learning. From these objectives, it is clear that the goal of classroom management is to provide a climate that encourages learning. Since classroom management keeps classes on track and prevent disruption from slowing down the learning process, therefore, it is one of the most fundamental aspects of high quality education.